Hi everyone, Chef Yoda the dog here, and it's time for the Memorial Monday meal. This one's appropriate because it's a holiday ham and potato casserole, and it's a holiday. So, if you're tired of burgers and you want something different, here you go. Holiday ham and potato casserole. It is delicious. Like, so good. Like, you make, the sauce and you pour over it, and it's just really good. So, watch the video, see the modifications my mom made for her allergies. The original recipe is going to be linked in the description box below, as usual. If you have any questions, just follow along and look at that original recipe. But this one is great for the holidays, and we hope you enjoy it and have a great Memorial Day together. We want to thank our veterans and our military for all they've done for us to secure our freedom as a country and the sacrifices they've made. We remember you on this Memorial Day, and we thank you so much. And if you like this video, please give us a thumbs up. And if you haven't done so already, please subscribe to our channel. We would really appreciate it. Chef Yoda the dog, out.
All right, happy Monday, everybody. As Yoda said, we're making a holiday ham and potato casserole, but you could use it for any time. We were going to use it for Easter, but then I got sick, so we're making it at a different time. But a holiday ham and potato casserole that uses 4.5 pounds of russet potatoes, and you got to peel them and then slice them into 1/4 of an inch thick pieces. So we used a mandolin to do that. And so we've had them in water and drained them because we're about to use them to layer. So you do that first. And then while you're doing that, we make a sauce. So we need 1/4 pound of butter, which happens to be 4 tablespoons. So I melted that first. We used this butter here, European one we got from the store. And then we need a cup of onion. And so I didn't have any frozen onion. I thought I did. So I used this minced dehydrated onion. So 3 tablespoons of that equals a cup. And then a pinch of salt mixed in with that. And then we're going to let that rehydrate those onions. And next we're going to add in 1/4 cup of flour. So we're using Bob's Red Mill gluten-free 1-to-1 baking flour. We're going to let that cook together for a couple minutes so it's not so grainy and floury tasting. And after that, we're going to put in 2 cups of heavy cream and 2 cups of whole milk. I am using coconut milk and non-dairy heavy cream. So we're using our Country Crock home style heavy whipping cream that is plant-based, dairy-free. So 2 cups of that, and then 2 cups of milk. So for my milk, I'm using coconut milk, full-fat, dairy-free milk alternative. So we're using that and this as our milk, and we're going to stir in the cream first and then the milk, and we use a whisk to whisk that all together. So I'll show you that once this has cooked for a couple minutes. All right, so once you've got the 2 cups of cream and 2 cups of milk in there and it starts to bubble like this, you put in some seasoning. So it was a teaspoon of salt and 1/2 teaspoon of black pepper. I just put in 1.5 teaspoons of the blend, and then 1/4 teaspoon of cayenne pepper. And then you ground in some nutmeg. If you don't have that, I use ground nutmeg, 1/8 teaspoon. And now you turn the heat off. So I turn the heat off, I'm moving away from the heat. And then we're gonna add 1/4 teaspoon of Worcestershire, which I use coconut aminos because I'm allergic to soy. And that is the equivalent. And then 2 teaspoons of fresh thyme, but if you don't have that, I'm using 1/2 teaspoon of ground thyme. Mix that in, remove from the heat. Okay, so now we're layering in, this is 25% of the sauce that we just made on the bottom. Then we're gonna do a layer of the sliced potatoes, adding some salt as desired on top of it. So I'm gonna use the blend to shake onto it. And after we get that initial layer on the bottom, we're gonna do 1/3 of the sauce, the remaining sauce. And then half for a third of the cheese, which we're using BioLife shredded cheese, dairy-free. And then half of the ham, which is a pound of Black Forest ham that I got from the deli. So we'll use half of that, so half a pound. So I'll show you those layers here in just a second after I get the initial layer of potatoes. Okay, so then we did another third of the sauce that was left layer. You ladle it over it. Then you do cheese, so a third of this bag of cheese, and then a layer, half of your ham. Then you do it again. So more potatoes, salt them if you like. I use the blend. Third of the sauce, ladle that over it, then a third of the cheese, and then the last layer of ham. So now your ham is gone. It's 2 layers of ham, one half a pound, and then the other half a pound. Now for the end, I'm going to put on the rest of the potatoes, salt them, and put on the rest of the sauce, ladle it over the top and spread it out with a spatula, it said, and then cover with cheese. Then we're going to put it in a preheated 350-degree oven, 350, for an hour and a half until it's brown and bubbly. Then let it sit, and that's uncovered, don't cover it. And then let it sit cooling for 15 to 20 minutes before you cut into it. All right, it's ready to put in the oven, 350 for an hour and a half. Okay, so it's been an hour and a half, and we gotta let it sit for 15 to 20 minutes before cutting it, but as you can see, the potatoes are done. So you just want it to get brown and bubbly, and it was bubbling all over when we took it out.